Alright folks, it's Joe Value here for Cold Beer Sports on Wednesday evening with two selections for tomorrow. Two quite strong selections. I'd be confident enough. It'd be nice to get things back. A few winners there. I was off for the last few days and just recovering from Cheltenham basically. So great old crack in Cheltenham. Nice to meet up with a few friends, and I hope he's enjoyed them interviews as well. Fair play to John Hughes, bookmaker, Aidan Coleman, top jockey, and also Paul the Hat Taylor, one of the great characters of the turf, for looking after us and helping out the channel there with a few cracking interviews. And the response I got from them was very good. So, next time I go racing, we might do something similar. So, that was grand. On the punting front, I had a good day on Sunday. I was pretty strong on Nubra Negra on the Cheltenham preview that we done, and also I like to move it. So two of them won, which is great. Back to first winner as well. I just saw him walking around the paddock and he looked beautiful looking horse, chasing type. So took a chance on him. He won as well. Saturday wasn't too smart. Good time Johnny getting beat, and Caribbean Boy out of places as well. But Friday was okay. One of my main bets, Diesel Dalier, was third in the cross country. I'm really looking forward to him running in the cross country in December as well, where I think he might strip a bit fitter. He did look a bit burly walking around the paddock. But it's hard to know what shape a horse is going to be on his comeback run, obviously, when you're doing a preview 2 or 3 days in advance, So, no, we've done okay and had a great time, and, all was good. Hopefully all will be good in Wincanton tomorrow after the 3:15 race. I really fancy this Amarillo Sky. This is his third run of the year. He ran in the Welsh champion hurdle first time out. Basically only a bit of a blowout. Colin Tizard's horses weren't needing the run back then. But I thought his next run around Chepstow, first time over fences in a pretty decent race. I thought he ran quite well. He was not far off the leader, starting to close in a little bit, until he made a bit of a lunge at the third last. And you could see after that, he kind of took a blow. Probably not 100% fit, but as well as that, I thought the ground was a little bit on the soft side for this horse. He's a real good ground horse, and he's proved that last year when he won a couple of times on decent ground. And he got a bit tired late on. You could see kind of his head. He was holding his head up in the air as well. I think he was, a little bit short on oxygen as well. He was trying to breathe a bit, and horses tend to do that. They carry their head up high when they can't breathe properly. So it was interesting that Tizar's decided to give him just hold back on the wind up for the time being, and just use the tongue strap with him tomorrow. I can see what they're doing, because if they give him a wind up, they'll have to wait probably 3 or 4 weeks for his next run, and by then, the ground will be gone for him, because, as I said earlier, he's a real good ground horse. Of his opposition tomorrow, Golden Taipan, he won a pretty weak race around Ludlow last time out. I thought one of his main dangers that day, Flashing Glance, hasn't taken the fences as all. He reverts back to hurdles. Actually runs tomorrow in a different race. Time White having his first run over hurdle fences tomorrow. First run of the year. First run after wind surgery. There's 3 negatives for me. I don't particularly like following horses having the first start of the year, on the odd exception, which is fair enough when you see the stable really firing out the winners first time out of the season. That's fine, but I'm willing to sit back and watch this Time White. If he wins, fair enough. I wouldn't be mad about him tomorrow. And the other one in this, Pazvolsky, on having his chase debut as well tomorrow, and he's not from 5 in point to points, so that would be rather off-putting for me. All in all, I think Amarillo Sky, who was near enough the best of these over hurdles, Time White was rated better than him marginally over hurdles. But I think Amarillo Sky, with a couple of runs under his belt and the experience over fences, and he was 1 from 1 in his point-to-point runs, give him a massive chance on the good ground there in the 3:15 in Wincanton. He's not even favoured. He's not even second favourite. He's third favourite at the moment. William Hill go 5-2 and make that a strong 3-point win. If we can get 2-1, I think that'll be fine as well. I can see this lad going off favour, to be honest with you, and I can see him winning. And then my second selection and final selection of the day is in the 12:52 Market Rasen, a mare by the name of World Trip, a 6-year-old. She didn't seem to be much good early on in her career, has to be said, and then connection stepped her up to 3 mile, and she really found her niche then, winning by 13 lengths around Perth on good ground. Then they brought her back to Perth 3 weeks later over 3 mile again, and they got her a lot of rain that day, that morning, and all that, and the ground changed to soft by the time her race came around. Don't think that really suited her. She still was only beaten narrowly, and ran a really good race, but she had a few excuses. She did make one or two mistakes. She's usually a good jumper in the main, but she kind of stumbled badly over one of the hurdles and kind of knocked her off a little bit. You know what I mean? There wasn't much pace that day either, so a stronger gallop I think would have suited her. And she seems the strongest there. She's ridden tomorrow by Lewis Stones, who's taken off a handy £7. And Ollie Murphy's horses are absolutely flying, and he is having a lot of winners first time out. Making their seasonal debut. Um, so all in all, I think it points to a really big run. Would be afraid of the Henderson horse up the top, but carries 12 stone over 3 mile, and can be a little bit buzzing in its races as well. So all in all, I think this is a good opportunity for World Trip. A make dash 2 point win at 7-4. So wherever you're doing, bet safe, enjoy the action. Hopefully them two win. And join me back around the same time tomorrow, possibly in around 5 or 6 o'clock tomorrow even. Try and get the videos out at the same time now from now on. So gives people a bit of stability. Alright, and yeah, see how that goes, and best of luck, and I'll talk to you tomorrow. So it's Joe Value for Cold Bear Sports on YouTube.